there, it's Anonymous Tea, where we spill the tea anonymously. Hello, 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 everyone. Hello, YouTubers. Hope you guys are all having an amazing day today, sending good vibes, sending positivity, sending blessings, and good energy to each and every single one of you. Thank you so much for tuning in. So today we're talking Carlos King. Anything I say is alleged in my very, very personal opinion. This is for entertainment purposes only. None of this is personal. The Copyright Act of 1976 is in my description box. So the other day, you guys, Carlos King posted what I felt was a messy story. I made sure to grab it before it expired today, and it was a happy birthday wish to Sheree Whitfield from none other, formerly of Real Housewives of Atlanta on Bravo, because you know Carlos King cannot stop his obsession with Bravo. But listen, it says, happy birthday to my friend in real life, the beautiful and tagged Sheree Whitfield. Now, it looks like Sheree hasn't been on for a few days, so I don't know whether or not she saw this or tagged him back or not, but I didn't see anything in her notifications. But my thing is this. What do you mean friend in real life? Are you trying to say the people on the OWN network are not your real friends? Because every time you're referencing a quote-unquote friend, we hear about Sheree, how you and her talk all the time, and you especially wanted to push that phony relationship her and Martell had because it came out in court documents. He referred to it as a quote business relationship. Then you're always shouting out, I was going to say Marlo Hampton from formerly Real Housewives of Atlanta, and how you always give her a call to go shopping for designer items, and that she has a good eye and she has good taste and all this other stuff. And then you always talk about Jennifer Williams from Basketball Wives, and you always talk about, how if you would ever be with a woman, you'd want it to be Portia Williams from Real Housewives of Atlanta. And then you did throw shade at a while for NeNe when you did not include her in the OG Atlanta Housewives special on your former talk show, Nightcap, but then eventually did an interview and made up with NeNe. And then you're also cool with Kenya Moore as well. And not to mention the Beverly Hills Housewives and all of the housewives. Everything but the OWN network you refer to as your quote real friends is what my point is. Why is that, Carlos? And my thing is, who is the shade about? Because it's clearly got to be shade at some reality star that currently is working on your network. No. Did I just say that? Freudian slip. I don't mean your network. I mean the Oprah Winfrey network. I mean the Discovery Channel. I mean working for Kingdom Reign Entertainment. Who are you pissed at, Carlos? Could it be the person who has unfollowed and or blocked you? Here's the thing. I think something big has gone down, you guys. And I am desperately trying to figure out what it is. What happened? Because this is bigger than whether or not Mel quit the show. This is bigger than the active lawsuit and everything else. No. Something else has gone down. If you catch my drift. Something else has definitely gone down. The reason that I believe that is because Mel, although she has unfollowed the entire cast except for Sunny and Marquez, she is still following the OWN network and OWN Keep It Real, I believe, as well. So it seems that her relationship with the OWN network is Gucci, is good to go. It seems like there's not an issue with the OWN network. It seems her and OWN are on good terms. There's no problems there. The OWN, not the OWN Keep It Real channel, but the Oprah Winfrey Network, the official OWN TV network on Instagram, and the OWN, I was right, the OWN Keep It Real platform that goes by, I believe, OWN Unscripted. So OWN and her relationship with them is good. And we know she was on that Shark Week thing with Discovery, so she's still following Discovery. She's following the networks. I think there's something that happened, and the only thing that's recent that I could point to is basically Tisha letting the cat out of the bag on Mr. Mondays. Not the cat out the bag. The cat out of the bag on Mr. Mondays that everybody knew about the Revenge P, and that the Revenge P is real, and that a lot of people saw the Revenge P. Like it just keeps getting worse and worse and worse, you guys. It really, truly keeps getting worse and worse. And they've known for at least a couple of years. And Carlos King did not say anything, did not interject, did not tell Tisha at that point in time to say allegedly. How do we know that? Like, nothing. Just let her rip as if that is something normal. That is not appropriate for a work environment, you guys. That is not a healthy environment for somebody to be forced to work under. And then furthermore, the person who got arrested, the person who got evicted, the person who, not evicted, I'm thinking Big Brother, convicted. What's wrong with me today? I don't want to go back to work tomorrow. So the person who got convicted got their no contact order escalated. It is still running rampant out in these streets and has an unhinged, out of control concubine, aka Grand Central Station, aka Choo Choo Train, that will not shut her mouth because she has no friends and she has nobody to tell her to stop it. So she'll seek friends and of strangers and YouTubers and anybody else that is willing to take her calls, you guys. Make it make sense. But at what point, you guys, Carlos, all this shade, all this negativity, all this subliminals, it's just not helping the brand. It's not helping you at all. All of this might be funny and shady and messy and things now, Carlos King. But if in fact there is something that is going to put the show on hold, the show on hiatus, or if Mel is gone from the show or the show is canceled, we are going to be referencing especially your Mr. Mondays / Messy Monday show that was nothing but a slander fest of one of your top stars of one of your shows. Like I said, it's never about like or dislike, but you can't just treat people any old kind of way and expect them just not to do anything just because of their tenure somewhere or whatever reason, right? And then how do we know for a fact that, you know, any of these cast members on your platform has reached out to you personally and you gave them the runaround? Or you downplayed something that you said on your shows? Only for people to still find out, oh, no. Carlos is definitely messy. Carlos, the reality TV world is a very small world. So when you have Mel saying in January of 24, she felt unprotected as a black woman, felt that you knew all the stuff that was going down and didn't say anything. She had to get her own security because she didn't know what type of stuff Martell was going to be capable of doing, and all this and that with the stalking, with the false narratives and everything else. You have Monique going on a podcast saying that you did her dirty worse than the white executives at the Bravo network. You have Winter creating her own platform and saying y'all barely got paid and that production was encouraging scenes to go harder at her. You got Akeisha mad because you guys refused to honor her request of removing out of the intro the baby twerk she did, and told, she even tweeted that she was not comfortable. She was not happy with that. That was supposed to be like an off-camera type of feel-good type of moment to get her to like loosen up and have a good time for this photo shoot, and y'all took it and ran with it, and it looks awkward. And then you lied to Akeisha and Soguchi. Told them who was and who wasn't going to be full-time bells on the show, lied about who was going to be friends of on the show, and then they had to find out through other avenues of who really was going to be on the show. And then you tried to gaslight them when they called it out. And technically, Akeisha announced her departure on that episode because even Nell was shook. So, again, you knew Akeisha was done after the foolishness that took place this season and what y'all had already filmed for the reunion. And then you had Latrice on there basically saying, hey, fans, that her cast members should learn how to fight if they have unhinged fans that are showing up to their establishments, because basically she doesn't feel a way because of how she was treated on the show. And that's supposed to be Stormy's BFF from Mississippi. Then you have that disastrous disastrous of an episode with So Gucci, to the point that it is nowhere to be found. Nowhere to be found at all. Because of the gaslighting session that took place once she said she felt unprotected as a black woman. And then you have Aikisha following it up, quitting live on the air on a second appearance of Mr. Mondays. Was not there, was not present, was present but in the background for her husband's interview, came in at the end to promote her stuff, and then say, I quit. Stormy also quitting the show. You then trying to get on a rant and trying to blame fans and trying to blame fans for Stormy quitting and trying to blame fans for Tiffany Whitlow quitting. No. They said the reasons that they were quitting. There's no fan base that has that type of control or power. I know you desperately want Mel supporters and the Millimeters to have that type of power, but no. At some point, there has to be accountability. There has to be responsibility. And we're not even going to talk about the mess that's taken place on other shows on other networks that you've been a part of, Carlos. But that's just right here. And that's just what happened within the last year. And I forgot to mention Marie. That clearly got a phone call that her calling out production and her calling out some of the foolishness she was going through, that wasn't going to be it. That she had to lie and say it was talking about some imaginary other person that didn't exist. But at what point is this going to stop, Carlos? You can't say rebrand and still doing the same nonsense. That's why it's like people are like, oh, new year, new me. But where is the new you? The old you is very much still rampant. The only thing that changed was the year. But the actual you, the messy you, the you that's causing all this chaos and all this problems, and it's probably a disaster right now at the network with all this stuff going on, it's not okay. So, nonetheless, there's that. Let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're notified the moment I post new content on my channel. And with that being said, I'll talk to you guys again very soon.